Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 212A, the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of El Halluf, and it's under the command of Oxagon. Yes, he's got another video. He's only just had one, and now he's got another. And beside him is Soul Collector in the T30. Okay, Tier 10 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. This should be a bit of fun. There is a Tier 10 Arty on both teams. They've got an Object 261, but the enemy team has an M53, M55 instead of a 212A. And it looks like Soul Collector's gone straight to the edge of the valley. Looks like he's trying to get some shots on the enemy. In the meantime, Oxagon's moving up and getting into the corner area. Okay, he's ready to go. Well, first target we see is a Kampfpanzer 7 RH. Lining up the shot, waiting for the guy to pull back. Oh, he fired just as the guy died. Unfortunately, that shell is completely wasted, so there's nothing he can do about that one. But he has a quick reload, 28.35 seconds. Now that means he's probably got bounty rammer and bounty other equipment. And he's probably using vents and vent purge as well, or something very similar to boost the reload speed. Ready to go again. Well, across the valley we've got a Bisonte C45 up in the northwest corner. We just lost a 122 up there, and oh, look at this. Centurion 7-1 trying to get really up. And we're going for the strip. Oh, zip right over the top of him. That one must have kissed the top of the tank and then hit the ground well behind him. That guy's life must have flashed before his eyes as the shell went past him. Okay, we've lost sight of the Centurion, but he's still there. And we're loaded again. Rounds out, going for the engine deck. Hits the front of the vehicle for 408. As you know, this Arty does 900 alpha, penetrates 52 millimeters of armor, and the standard reload is 37.39 seconds. Had to look at my cheat sheet for that. Yes, I do keep cheat sheets for all of the tanks that I actually appear in my videos. I have to, because I can't remember everything. I remember a lot of things, but not everything. Going for the Bisonte. Rounds out. Looks good. Yes! Direct hit, and he took some stun damage afterwards, so that's very, very good, because that ended up being over 500 hit points of combined. But he's pulling back because the enemy are getting closer. Now we've got 3 enemy tanks grouped together, and we're almost loaded, so this is going to be fun because we might actually get more than one tank at the same time. Rounds out in the KV4. Yes, he actually did damage the KV4 and the Strib 103, and it looks like the Object 261 fired around it at the same time, and all 3 enemy tanks have been stunned. Though, as you know, we don't get cumulative stuns now, so those stuns will actually now belong to the Object 261. And oh, now the enemy have pushed through that corner, and we're now 3 tanks down on the enemy. But we're loaded, rounds out the Strib. Well, yes, the Strib did take some damage, 231 of that, and 66 of stun assist. Now, the bad news is we're now down 3 tanks. We do seem to have the valley area, although there is an ELC M90 down there. I think he's just getting absolutely plastered by our ELC, and he's out the game. In the meantime, we're lining up shots on the enemy tanks that are trying to get at our cap area. Bisonte. Nice shot! 260 hit points, makes him a 1 shot. So if anybody comes near him now, he's going to go. Yes, he has gone. The kill shot went to the ELC M90, who obviously had a shot still spare after killing the enemy ELC. KV4 is being a little more cautious Okay, we're loaded, ready to go. Lining up the shot as he did before. Can he get this one? Rounds out. Looks good. It is! That's a kill. That's the first kill of the game for Oxagon. And the score now is just 1 down on the enemy. So they've lost the advantage. There is still that Centurion 7-1, but he's badly damaged. And there's still that Striv 1030 as well, but he's lost half his hit points. In fact, the Centurion is pulling back, and he's now one shot. Can we get a shot in there? It's a difficult one. He might be able to do it there. Rounds out. Yes, he does! Splash kill! He got the Centurion. He managed to pull back. He thought the Centurion was going to go down that pass, but he didn't. He changed his mind, came back, and when he did, Oxagon lined the shot up for a splash kill, and it worked. So he's got his second kill of the game. And of course now the score is even. Okay, we've got a Heshbarn right up on top of the cliffs. The FB4005. We refuse to call it by the other name, mainly because after all we are a family-friendly channel. Rounds out. He got a hit, and it's a penetrating shot. He must have hit the turret. Heshbarns have so little armor on them. Whenever you hit the turret, the shell more than likely goes through. In fact, that armor wasn't designed to prevent anything except small arms fire and shell splinters. It wasn't designed to stop any shell. And so any artillery shell hitting it is going to really mess it up. He fires into the same spot. Shell went to the left. And, oh, now that's interesting. We just saw an enemy Arty fire at our Waffenträger. Or at least it seemed to go to the Waffenträger. There's the Heshbarn. And he's taking damage from our Progetto, and he's gone. Okay, there's a Borsig somewhere over here. And we're loaded. Now, if that Borsig's going to be useful, he'd probably be up on that little step area, which is, if I can show it, just there. Because you can shoot from behind the bushes. If you don't go up there, you can't see. In the meantime, we're watching a Skoda T50 cross the valley. Rounds out. This is going to hit. Yes! 387. How did I know that? Well, it just seemed timed perfectly. Hit the engine deck of the Skoda, and of course that's a nice area to hit because it's thin armor. Goes back to the Borsig. He could be just behind that bush there, but if he does go to that bush, it's very difficult to pull back without getting shot the moment you do fire. Much easier to pull back from on top. He's marked the spot to tell everyone that's where I'm looking. I always like to do that as well, to say to people, I'm looking in that direction. If you see anything, the Object 261's aiming on just the other step, and there's the Skoda. Oh my God, he's so badly wounded. He goes into that corner, and that's a very bad move because this will happen. Oh, well, the Object 261 got the kill. Okay, we've got a G-Saw. ELC M90's found him. Watch out, ELC, because you'll lose a lot of hit points. And yes, the enemy Arty got him, but I think from the angle the shell came, we can tell that the enemy Arty is somewhere in K5 or K4, probably K5. And the G-Saw goes down, taken out by our Borsig, so we might have picked up some stun assist there without knowing it. I'm pretty certain the enemy Arty is just up over the rise. The Object 261's looking in that area at the moment, so he's looking for Tracer. We're going for the Striv 1030, but we're not loaded. Now we are. Rounds out. Oh, he got tracked! 295 hit points of damage, and he was tracked, so somebody picked up the damage assist there, and I think it may have been the Object 261, but I can't be certain. Could have been the Borsig, though, on our team. We're looking for the enemy Borsig. They've got 2 tank destroyers. The Striv 1030 source, we've just been badly damaged, and that Borsig, who's not so great a player. And who is that? That's the Striv. Okay, we're lined up. Rounds out. Long flight time. We've got some stun. Our Waffenträger's slowly going up the hill. There's the M53, M55. And the Borgsig's just been spotted. He's just round the other side of the rock. And he is taking damage. We're momentarily going to be reloaded, but there's a bit of a cliff there, and it's very difficult to get shot in. And unfortunately, we just lost our Leopard prototype. Now, can we get the shot in there? Rounds out. Not sure if this is going to work. Well, the Borsig did get stunned, and I suspect that he did also get splashed. And now he's out the game because the Waffenträger just finished him off. And that just leaves the Striv 1030 and the enemy Object 261. We're coming around the corner. Where is that Striv gone? Now, thankfully, the Waffenträger's so healthy, he could take a shot from the Striv and still survive. But if we can get a shot onto the Striv, the moment he gets spotted, now where is he likely to be? The other side of the village? I think that's where he's more likely to be. In fact, that's where others are already indicating. The ELC 790 is saying H1. Fires into the corner just in case he is behind that rock. The T30, and that Soul Collector, is saying pay attention to J2. Of course, we didn't see when Soul Collector actually died during this battle, I'm afraid. I think the Striv might be in one of the bushes. Okay, so it's just the Waffenträger, the Object 261, and Oxagon in his 212A versus the Striv and the Object 261 on the enemy team. So 3 versus 2. I think we might try hitting some of those bushes. I'm fairly sure, though, that Striv is not where we think he is at the moment. Yeah, they think he's north of the village. He's in the village, that he might have turned around and come back, because if he hadn't turned around and come back, the Waffenträger would have seen him as he was going north. So we're hitting bushes, and the Object 261's been spotted in the valley, headed our way. And the 261 on our team finishes him off. The Striv has been found. He's on our side of the map and he's going for the Object 261. Now we can't get a shot from this angle, so we're having to reposition. Can we get a shot? No, we can't get a shot from here. It's too difficult. Ideally, the Waffenträger needs to get into the cap rather than actually come and rescue, because I think between us... Oh, no, we've lost the 261. And Waffenträger's too far away from the cap area, so we have to go for a kill if we can get it. The Waffenträger's too far away. Can we get a reposition? Now, if Sixth Sense goes off, we know that we've been spotted. He's decided to go into the bush. The tree's been knocked down, so that provides extra cover. If the Striv comes out of that hole, oh, we've got him. Line it up. Hello. And that wipes him out, wins the game. Lovely shot. Didn't even get a chance to fire back at us. Well, that was a great game by Oxagon in the 212A on El Halluf. He managed to get an ace tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 13. A Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And also a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate in that one was 6,123, which is Super Unicum standard and a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see that the highest damage was 4,264 hit points. But that Striv 103, well, he was getting closer, but he was never going to beat Oxagon's score. He got 3,619, And in third place was the Waffenträger Panzer IV, the only other player left alive on his own team with 2,912. When it came to kills, he shared the top spot with the Strib 103, the Centurion 7-1, all had 3 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, it's Oxagon again with 1,126. He's the only player to get over 1,000 base. The next highest scorer being the Waffenträger Panzer IV with 810. And in third place came the Progetto 46 with 780. We can see that, where are we? There's Soul Collector, 1,699 hit points of damage. He didn't get any kills, but he did get a nice amount of XP. But oh boy, was he beaten by Oxagon in this one. Yes, I'm afraid, yes, he beat everybody on the game and scored the top in all 3 columns. Let's have a look at the detail. 20 shots fired, a lovely healthy amount of shells out, which meant, of course, he generated a nice amount of credits coming in. 6 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot and 17 splash. Damage of 4,264 hit points, of which 3,932 were at more than 300 meters. The difference being the Strib 1030, who was very close when he was taken out. 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed. There's the Confederate. 63 hit points of damage assistance and 1,433 hit points of stun assist or 15 stuns. Now, he did make a small loss from this game, and that's mainly down to the fact that he had to resupply consumables. 1,778 credits loss. But of course, if he hadn't resupplied the consumables, he would have made a profit for the game. 5,067 XP, because he got a mission completion in there as well. So he came out ahead on XP, but had a small loss on credits. So a really nice game to finish off the night. It's coming up to 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm still recording videos. Yeah. Oh my God, the hours I put in, they are a lot. Yes. But I enjoy doing it. When you get to see games like this, you really enjoy your work. And of course, I put out as many videos as I can so that everybody gets a chance to appear on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.